But while I worked for the railroad, I was drafted in September of 1952. So I had a report for duty, and I did. And we were in transit over to Korea for 14 days on a ship, a troop ship. And it was not the most pleasant because of, well, we had rough seas and people were, on all decks were sick, seasick. And I found the only place to be, not get sick is to be on the top deck. And I spent my 14 days, most of it on the top deck of that troop liner that took us to Korea. We slept in hammocks in the hole, and it was like three hammocks high, and often enough before you got out of the stairwell, there would be vomit and a mess on those stairwells every day. So once you got out in the open air, I felt good, and I did survive the trip, and it turned out okay. I did volunteer for KP too. So, and most were, they needed a lot of help in the KP because everybody getting sick. So if you wanted to work in the KP, and then you got extra rations and everything too, that went along with it. So you would have like a 4-hour shift, and I volunteered for those because it was a comfortable place to be, and it was extra. We had extra food but for a lot of them, they had a hard time holding down dinner, but I didn't have that problem, luckily. We knew we were going into combat, so we were all aware of that this could be, we knew the dangers. We weren't, but we were fulfilling an obligation, and we were set on being a help in some way as a soldier. I had a vehicle, a Jeep that I drove, and I took officers and I got anybody that needed to go in for special attention or meetings and things like that. I drove to Seoul almost, not daily, but several times a week. We weren't that far from Seoul. There was 12 of us, and there were 6 guys from the South, black soldiers, and we got along just great. We had a couple of guys, Italians from New York, and several Jewish guys. And I want to point out the Jewish guys had the best boxes coming from home. They had the best sausage and the best cheese and the best cookies. So when they got a care box from home, and they always shared it with us. We all got stuff coming from home, that was treats and I remember that the Jewish guys, when they got a box, we all looked forward to it because it was top of the line stuff, kosher. So, and then of course the black guys, they would get some cookies and sweets, but they would also get tobacco, like chewing tobacco in the sticks, and it was like molasses flavored. So, well, they would share that with us too. So we all got a taste of them. And then I was sort of the tent carpenter. With all the shells that we use, they came in crates. And and the crates, we used that lumber that the shells came in to build our tables and our chairs, everything. And the door frames, I could build a door frame from all of this lumber. It was all scrap stuff, but it worked. So we use it for everything, and even for like outside fires and things like that. So the Korean people were, I thought they were really a peaceful society. I would never promote a war. I would rather we'll get together and we gotta find our differences at some other point rather than war. But it's like maybe it's in our human nature, but I don't think so. I think we got a better nature than that, than to destroy each other.